Alright, this is going to be a little experiment, but I thought I'd talk about something that is of interest to me because I'm a geek. Seriously, I may be the king of the geeks. It's possible. I could be the king of the geeks. But, here it is. There's a comic book that came out in the 80s called Team America. Team America was from Marvel Comics. It was meant as a device to sell toys, actually, little motorcycle bikes with the little. You pull the strip and sends the bike, and it goes and runs, does stunts. And originally, actually, they were trying to sell it off of Evel Knievel, but he didn't want to play along with it, so it just became Team America. Now, Team America was a wacky comic, where there were these, motorcycle riders going around on the unlimited motorcycle circuit. Never really clear what made it unlimited. And they would, it was an odd team up. One was a former spy. One was like a rock star guy, rich kid rock star guy. One was like a former gang member. And then there was like an engineer that joined and a cowboy. They got a cowboy because why not? Why wouldn't you have the cowboy? That's what I'm wondering. Why wouldn't you have a cowboy? I would have a cowboy in my Team America. Anyways, these guys would drive around and they do little stunt shows and races and things like that, and occasionally would run afoul of Hydra. Hydra from the Shield, Agents of Shield. They're fighting Hydra, and Captain America is fighting Hydra, and Hydra. Team America ends up running afoul of Hydra and having to fight Hydra in several places. It was a weird comic. It didn't last long, but the characters actually did reappear after the comic ended. The characters ended up taking on a new name, because presumably they lost the rights to the name Team America, because the toy stopped getting made, and took the name Thunder Riders. And they would ride around and do stuff. Now, what made them really, perfect Marvel superhero characters to go along with this is the members of this group had the ability to, they had a mutant ability. Their mutant ability was to project all of their strengths, all of their skills into another person without diminishing their own. So that person would manifest all of their abilities, all their skills and such, in one individual. That individual couldn't be one of them. So, for a while there, it was a girl on the team who wasn't actually on the team, barely knew how to ride a motorcycle at all, except when she got possessed by the Marauder, the Dark Marauder, the guy who wore the black suit. Anyways, whenever she got possessed by this sort of mutant gestalt of all their skills and abilities, she was the best motorcycle rider ever that was ever born, and would ride around in a black uniform and save the day. So that was a thing, and this was a comic that happened in Marvel Comics. One of my favorite issues involved them checking out one of the guys, Wolf, the Hispanic former gang member, who apparently is almost superhumanly strong. Actually, went back to the old neighborhood and found that there were some kids disappearing, and he went to investigate, and turned out they were disappearing in an arcade. And the arcade, its nefarious plan, and I wish I was making this up, was instead of putting in really good computers in their video game machines, they would strap kids inside the boxes, and the kids' brains would be what powered the video games and made them so interesting. Yeah. That happened. Anyway, They guest shotted in The Thing. They guest shotted in New Mutants. They even worked with Professor Xavier for a while. I kind of want them to come back. Can we have them show up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Just saying. Anyway, I'm done rambling about a silly comic book character that happened. This is a late night ramble. If you like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me I'm crazy, or that I have ugly hair. That could happen. Do you remember this comic? I've got a couple of issues of it. Anyway, if you like this sort of talking about the weird comic book characters, let me know. I've got a few in the hopper. Legion of Superheroes, kids. Weirdest comic book characters in a mainstream comic pretty much ever. Trust me. Anyway, talk to you later.